Pardon me. Good morning, Pipers. Hope you're well. We're good. Just had a couple of crumpets with peanut butter and jelly on, so that's where that little burp came from. So I do apologise. It's about right for me to start a video like that. Anyway, we've had a quiet week at work in a day job. Only did 2 days, so I had 3 days spare. I managed to get a couple of pipes done. Oh, pardon me. Smoking the same as the last video, which was the first smoke of it. The Sutlifts Oriental Silk, which I'm going to let you know how it was, and I've smoked a lot of it since then. It's really, really good. I mean, ridiculously cheap for how good it is. But the Prague's lovely in it, and the Orientals are nice and sour. But got that sweetness from the Virginia. It's a nice blend. It's a nice blend. If I were in America, it would be a staple, I think, but obviously we struggle to get stuff now from States. So I've just got this 2 ounce to go at. But as most bulk blends, when you get that little 2 ounce pouch of it's nearly like a broken plate, this actually, but you open that 2 ounce pouch, which doesn't look so big, but then by the time it's got it jarred, it's expanded. It's quite a lot of back actually, so it'll keep me going a while. Right, 2 pipes, and one of them is the same shape as this, hence why I picked it. A Canadian, no, not a Canadian, a Lumberman. You see, this is where the confusion starts. So let me think. So the Lumberman is like this. It's got the oval shank, long oval shank, short saddle stem, and your Canadians got the oval shank and a short tapered stem. And then on the other side you've got the Lavat, which is a round stem, not oval, round, but with a saddle stem. And then the Liverpool with the round stem and the tapered bit. So I guess the Canadian and the Liverpool are interchangeable, apart from the shank, round and oval, and the Lumberman and the Lavat, the oval ones. Oh, that makes sense to you. So we've got the Lumberman, oval with a saddle stem. So I shall pop that down, swig of coffee, and the glasses on. And get out this Lumberman for you. This one. There she is. So, a few things going on here. Most notably, which were an absolute pain in the ass to do, is this silver ring on this oval shank. I've done one ring on an oval shank before, and that was for Big Hippo in Australia. And I didn't want to do it then, and he said, you've got to do it, sort of thing. So I did it, and I said, never again. And I don't know why, I'm never doing it again, that's for sure. I did this silver one on here, these were a copper one. I ain't doing it, I ain't doing another one. It's just, Jesus, it's just so much work. for what it is. I mean, it adds adds a lot to the pipe, but it's not like putting a round band on, that's for sure. So we've got this silver ring against this black blast. There's a little bit of plateau left on the rim there to add a bit of character. Got some rings going on. And then we've got this oval shank, finished in black and obviously oiled and waxed. And then we've got this wonderful Yeti, Eldridge Yeti blue, really dark, rich blue. And then in it is a 4-dye ring, which I've spoken about before on videos. It's actually layers of paint. Originally it came from the Detroit car paint factories, where they had the overspray of different colours building up and building up and building up, and people started to use it for jewellery and that, because it had obviously all these different colours through it, which is each one's like an overspray of paint that's landed on the shop floor. So I don't think this 4-dye is probably from the Detroit paint factories, it's probably from somewhere else, but that is essentially what it is. And although it looks quite neat there, when you get a block of it, there's waves and all sorts, so you have to kind of get your pieces out of it carefully. It's pretty cool material. So, right, no filter obviously, as you saw. I mean, you can't get a filter in such a narrow shank anyway. And let's have some sizes. 141 long, so 150 would be 6 inch, so I'm guessing we're about 5.5 inches. Weighs in at 41 grams, so not too shabby at that. That's below, I class 50 grams as clenchable, so we're below that as clenchable. And 19 wide by 36 deep. Which finger are we going to go for? That one, I'd say that's a snug fit at that depth. So a nice bolt. And a pretty elegant pipe, but with plenty of interest going on down here, and a little bit of interest here. I like it a lot. So that's a Lumberman. And then we have a bamboo, and I absolutely love this one. It's a natural one. So we've got a pot shape, essentially, bamboo pot, with some lovely plateau on the top. Adds that asymmetric look. The actual blast's got lots of fine rings in there, and the straight grain running up will become more pronounced as it gets smoked. A nice piece of natural lighter coloured bamboo as opposed to the brown ones. And then we popped a brass ring on the end, and this stem is a faux briar in polyester. I don't know how I came up with this bobble here, just one of them moments, and I couldn't have got it any more better, I don't think. No filter. There's your ring and your bamboo, and there's your slightly recessed to sit inside. Very nice seal. And size wise on this one, I think we're about the same size again, 137, 5¼ inch maybe. Not very good with this metric 2 imperial. 42 grams, so again under that clenchable cut off for me, and bit wider, 21.5, because it is a pot, and a bit shallower at 30, so I can't get my thumb to the bottom. maybe that finger. So let's have a nosy at them both together. Just a fantastic pair of pipes. Love them both. So they'll be on the website, links in the description, etc, etc, and some more videos and stuff on social media, Instagram and my Facebook. It was good to see Cassidy Piper. You guys who have been around a while will know Cass, and he's part in the Peace Accord videos with Uncle Phil and Chris Prancing Piper and Mark the Matchbox as he is now. Yeah, it was good to see him back. Obviously, if you watch the video, you know he's had troubles like we all do, and you know, us blokes again don't ask for help, do we? We just keep it to ourselves, and hopefully we come through the other side. But yeah, good to see him. Looking well as ever. Handsome bastard. And then, of course, Mark Matchbox did a video as well. So hopefully he'll get back to making videos. And yeah, I keep an eye on a few of you. I really like Teddy's pipe smoking beekeeper. It's a bit more varied than just pipe smoking, and he was showing us the tyres on his new motorbike on the last video, and bits round farm, and I do like to see Teddy. He's a good lad. And then TV wise, I watched The Gorge last weekend. That was good. It was like easy, very easy watching, very corny, like a bit of a 90s action movie style. But there was some good chemistry between them two main characters, and it was good. It was good. She's a good sort as well, so that helped. And now, after I finish talking to you, I'm going to go catch up on the next Severance episode, which again, still the greatest thing I've ever seen. Although I was thinking about that other day, probably the greatest thing is Twin Peaks as it came out, because I've rewatched that so many times. I love it, and the spin-offs from it, the movies, and then the comeback. But yeah, I think Severance is of the same ilk, and yeah, very good. So no point waffling on now. I am going to go and do that, finish this pipe, finish my coffee, and have a nice relaxing morning. So keep your eyes out for them pipes on the website, and you never know, if we're quiet again next week, we might get around to doing some more. So as ever, my friends, stay smoky.